Hello there, my name's Catherine and this is my channel So Much Sewing. You may have already seen that Gabrielle from Cloth Edit and Kristen from the Dahlia Sewciety have announced a new challenge that's running from, well, this weekend, the sort of 28th, 29th of October through to late in November. And in this challenge you sew some kind of a wrap garment, whether it be a dress or wrap pants, wrap shorts, whatever it might be, a robe, and then of course load it up to Instagram. There are loads and loads and loads of prizes, but I just thought I'd let you know what my plan is for this video. I'm doing something a little bit different. Hopefully it'll be a bit fun. What I am doing is to show you inspiration for what wrap garments you might like to make. What I'm doing is I'm just going through and pairing up some wrap garments with some of my favorite YouTubers. These are people who I've been watching for 2 or 3 years now, and they're sort of my favorite go-to YouTubers. They're not everybody I watch. There are some more recent people I have started following, of course, as well, but these are kind of people who have been with me on my journey throughout this sort of 2 or 3 year period where I have been a YouTube subscriber. And so I don't know these people, I only know them from their YouTube channels. I have of course commented from time to time on their channels, but I don't know them personally except for Kristen. I think it's safe to say that she and I are friends, but the other ladies, I don't know them, they don't know me from a bar. So this is just my impression of garments that I thought might look nice on them, or judging from their previous makes, they might be items that they themselves are interested in. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. There'll be lots of sort of me looking up and down and lots of probably editing and popping in and out. So hopefully this all works out. This will be testing my editing skills. All you need to do is post your make under the hashtag SewWrapped on Instagram and tag Kristen from the Dahlia Sewciety and also Gabrielle from the Cloth Edit, and that's all you have to do to be in the competition. But anyway, so what I'm going to do now is just start going through the wrap patterns that I think would look nice on these particular YouTubers, or ones that I think that they would like themselves. So please bear with me as I'm looking up and down. I've got my lists here and I'm going to look at images of the patterns as I'm talking to you, and of course I will be putting pictures up here for you to have a look at. And I'm sure you probably know all these people, all these ladies. You more than likely follow them already, but if you don't, if there's someone new there, then please do go over to their channel and have a look at them. And honestly, they're absolutely fantastic. I've been watching these ladies for years and I just absolutely love it. I hardly ever miss an episode. I'm an avid fan. So there we go. Now, first one is, actually the first one is Emma from SEWDOITEMMA. And Emma, I've actually got the most patterns for her. I just found so many that I thought would just be fantastic for her. So the first one I'd like to talk about is the Merchant and Mills Etta dress. And so it's a lovely classic traditional wrap, gathers underneath the wrap part, and of course Merchant and Mills have made it in some beautiful fabrics, linens there, but you could make that, I think if you made that in something very light and drapey, I think that would look very swishy as well. Some of the linens can look quite structured, sort of stand out from the body a little bit, but I think something really drapey would look lovely in that as well. And that's a nice size inclusive pattern where the bust goes up to 57¼ inches and 145½ centimeters, and so I think that's a nice size inclusive pattern. Another garment that I thought would look nice on Emma, and I think she probably would like based on watching her YouTube channel, is the ready to sew pleat asymmetrical pants. I like the way it's not, I guess, a wrap in the strictest sense where you wrap something over and tie it, but there's that big sort of pleat detail sewn into the waistband there. And she seems to like her pants. I've seen her in the saguaro set and a few other different pants, and I just think that she would like those. And another garment, the measurements for that is a hip of 151 centimeters, or get this, I don't understand this whole inches business, 59 and 29/64 of an inch. What the heck is that? Oh, that's 59 and a half inches basically, isn't it? So I don't know where the 29/64 came from, but anyway, that's what the website said. And the other pattern I thought would be really nice for her was the assembly line wrap jacket. I think that jacket is very cool with its big patch pockets and its little tie on the side there. It seems to have an interesting seam in the sleeve there. And I just think that that would be really nice for Emma's autumn. Emma's in Scotland, and so I know their weather is not always necessarily the warmest, but in the winter, in the autumn time, I think that would just be a nice little added layer to throw over the top of her ready to sew pleat pants. I think that would be a really nice outfit. So there you go, Emma. I don't know if anything there is suitable for you, but yeah, that's what I thought would be nice for you. The next YouTuber and pattern match that I have is for Gini from the Big Sew Along. Gini is in the United States, and Gini does some amazing sew-alongs, just as the name of her channel might suggest. Not all the time, but she does do lots of them, like sort of architectural pieces, sort of oversized, loose-fitting garments. And I think Gini would look nice in the Paris top by Fibremood. It's a classic wrap, and with a peplum, which you could lengthen. You could make that as long as you like. You could make that into a dress, sort of like the Merchant and Mills Etta dress, or you could make it sort of thigh length, or lengthen the peplum a little bit there, or even make it shorter. And with those nice puff sleeves there, looks like they've got some elastic. Sorry, I know I keep looking down, but yeah, I'm looking at my tablet as I'm talking about this garment. So I just think, yeah, I think that's a really nice loose billowy sleeve and a nice silhouette, and I just think that that would look nice on Gini, and I think that it's probably something that she could possibly be interested in. Now I am going to talk about Ruan from the Yorkshire Sew Girl. And I thought that a pattern that she might be interested in and that might suit her style is named clothing Hayley wrap jumpsuit or dress. I don't actually know how to pronounce that, if it's Hayley or Harley, but I think it's a really interesting garment because it can either be the dress or the jumpsuit, where you have the, you know, the pants back. It looks like pants from the back, but from the front it looks like a wrap dress. And so I just think that's a really interesting and unique twist on a classic dress or a jumpsuit. And I just think that that might suit Ruan's sort of style aesthetic, and with her being, you know, nice and tall and willowy, I think that would look awesome on her. So that is one thing I thought for her. And I also actually thought of another thing. It's the Folkwear beach pajamas. When I saw this pattern, I immediately thought that that shawl sort of collar thing would look fabulous on Ruan, and it might be something that she would think would be quite fun. A seam line that sort of runs, well, it seems to run below the belly, almost like a pouch for the belly. So that bit I'm not sure about, to be honest, but there is an image in here where you can see it's got a self-tie belt which is wrapped around that part, sort of, it looks loose and drapey rather than tied around the waist where this top of mine is, it's tied around the hip area, and that sort of covers that seam line, and I think that looks really nice. And so I think most women would probably appreciate that tie belt there. But I just think, like I say, that shawl collar, big shawl wrappy thing is fantastic. And when I saw that, I immediately thought of Ruan, and that whole beach pajama sort of scenario I just think is really fun. The nice wide legs on that, and with the tie belt covering up that's the seam line, which is kind of an 80s type of, in an 80s type of position. Back in the 80s we had those V waistline, they're dropped V waistlines. So yeah, I mean, I guess it's a bit of a classic design, and I just think with a little tweaking, I think that would look absolutely amazing. And the next YouTuber I'm inflicting my style choices on is Karina from LiftingPinsandNeedles. Karina has absolutely amazing tutorials on her website. I'm sure absolutely everybody watches her channel. In fact, I was looking at her today because I'm making something, and I just was obviously not getting the instructions as well as I would have liked, so I knew she had a tutorial for it, so I checked in with her, and sure enough she helped me out, and I got the job done. So she's absolutely amazing. And the dress I thought she might be interested in is the Fibremood Vienna dress. And the reason I thought this is because it's got short sleeves. I know she likes short sleeves. She lives in a very hot country, and she often hacks her garments so that they have short or no sleeves. So I thought this was very nice, and it's also got opportunities for playing with the placement of the fabric. I know she likes to sort of zhuzh things up a little bit and play with directional fabrics, and so I just thought that that was very much her. And the skirt part of it, I've seen her wear a skirt similar to that. I think she probably would want to shorten it, and to be honest, I don't know how she'd go about doing that, but if anyone can figure out a way of doing it, it would be Karina, because she likes to do her pattern hacking. But I think that that is just a really fun dress that I think she would really appreciate and have a lot of fun with. So yeah, don't know what you might think of that, Karina. Probably none of these YouTubers will be watching this anyway, so I can do and say what I like, but yeah, I think that would be something that she would like. Next YouTuber I'm going to look at is Elisa from Sloths and Orchids. She's an absolutely gorgeous woman, so bubbly and lovely, and I know she does a lot of Viki Sews patterns. She translates for Viki Sews. She is Ukrainian and so speaks Russian, and so she's been doing translations of Viki Sews patterns and making them up herself. And this dress, the Emily, I've been looking at this myself, and I just absolutely love it. It is so gorgeous and tailored, but I am scared of Viki Sews patterns because I'm just not sure that my skills are where they would need to be. These seem to be, and I might be wrong, but they seem to be quite sort of couture pieces, a lot of them. And like I say, I'm not sure my skills are up to the scratch, or if I have the patience to, you know, to work my way through these trickier constructions. But I think this dress is absolutely gorgeous. The shaping on the bodice, I love the way the wrap at the front, there's a point that's, you know, extends down further than the hemline of the rest of the dress. And I just think this is so elegant and gorgeous, and I think Elisa would look gorgeous in it. And I think, I mean, her tailoring skills seem to be absolutely fabulous. I saw a beautiful trench coat that she made not so long ago. I mean, and so many of her garments are very sort of advanced. And so I just think that the Viki Sews Emily dress and Elisa from Sloths and Orchids are a match made in heaven. Now we move on to Tamlyn from SewnontheTyne and the Alice & Co pattern, the Adele apron dress. I just think this is right up Tamlyn's street as well. It is so cute with the sort of bib front, and then you go into the back again, sorry, I'm looking down at my pictures here. You go into the back and there's that lovely wrap at the back with the crossover straps. I just think that that's such a classic, it's a classic silhouette, and you could make that as short or as long as you wanted to. I can see that above the knee, and I can also see that longer, made into a more of a maxi dress. And I feel like that would probably suit Tamlyn's style aesthetic, and I think it's something that I would like to see on her. So I don't know what Tamlyn might think about that, but that's the pattern matching that I had for her. I'm going to talk about Whitney from TomKatStitchery now. Whitney is over in the United States. I think she's been going for a very long time, and she has amazing tutorials on her channel. She has amazing series on capsule wardrobes. She does Sew the Looks, where she finds a look that she loves online on Forbodden or wherever it might be, Anthropology, and then she finds a pattern where you can recreate that look. So she has some amazing technical advice to pass on, just some fun videos as well, and so I've been watching her for quite a long time, and yeah, she's definitely a go-to for me. And the couple of patterns that I thought would be good for Whitney is, one of them is Pattern Scout Romy wrap top and dress, and the reason I like this is because it's I think it looks very smart. You could dress this up or dress this down. I think Whitney does enjoy a dress. This could be made into a peplum top to wear over a pair of jeans, or it can be, I can see that on the Pattern Scout picture here, it's above the knee, but you could easily make that as long as you like as well. It's got a nice pleat detail on the sleeve here, and some pleats at the waistline, and I just think that that's a nice pattern for giving shape, and I just think it's nice and fun and flitty and flirty, and I think maybe that's something that Whitney might enjoy. And then other dress that I had in mind for Whitney is the pattern, Friday Pattern Company Westcliff dress, made in a knit fabric. And this also, you can dress it up or dress it down, but and wear it above the knee or wear it midi. And again, I know that Whitney does enjoy, you know, a knit dress. And this would fit nicely into one of her capsules, her spring or autumn capsule, and I just think that that is something that she might enjoy. She's possibly made it, it's possibly on her channel, and I haven't seen it, but I just think that that's a great dress to have in a capsule wardrobe, which Whitney's very much all about her capsule wardrobes. So that's what I think there. My next YouTuber and pattern match is AlexJudgeSews. Alex is in the UK. Alex loves herself a good shirt and a shirt dress, and so for that reason I have paired her with the Millicent wrap dress from Style Arc. So I think it's just got some very classic sort of shaping and classic lines to it. It seems to have, now I'm not sure if that's just the on the line drawings here, I'm not sure if they are actually pleats sewn into the back of the dress there, or if that's just the way they are showing it cinched in with a belt. Wouldn't surprise me if there are pleats there, and there's certainly, by the looks of it, side waist darts that are a little bit different actually. Yeah, there's something about the side darts that look a little bit different. They start down very low and come up, and there's a couple of different sleeves. I'm not sure if Alex is into big puffy sleeves. I don't know if she would like the big puffy sleeve one. She might prefer the more bishop style, but certainly she has skills to be able to hack whatever sleeve on there she jolly well feels like she needs. And I just think it's some nice straight lines, classic wrap, nice straight lines, not too full and billowy, very sort of sharp and tailored looking, and I just think that that's something that perhaps Alex Judge might think would be appealing to her. So that's what I have paired with her. The next match I have is Kristen from the Dahlia Sewciety, and I've matched her up with McCalls M8021. In particular, the view where it looks like it's made in a sparkly little number with the bishop sleeves. I think that that is beautiful styling. That's very elegant styling, with no actual tie. You wrap it over and it must have snap closures, or, you know, bar and hook, that sort of thing. And I just think that that's nice, clean lines. I can see it's very, very elegant, very dressy for a special occasion. I know that Kristen is doing a New Year's Eve bespoke box. She said that's kind of sparkly and party, so perhaps there'll be a fabric in there that might look nice made up in that dress. And I just think that, yeah, I feel myself that that is something that might fit into Kristen's style aesthetic. So I hope I'm right. I'm sure she'll let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong, but that's my take. I love that sort of sparkly snakeskin look type print. Obviously not real snakeskin, we don't go there. I only have 3 more to go. This next one is Cara from sosewmad. Cara lives in England. I think she's in the south of England, and she's a gorgeous, fun, bubbly woman. And I have paired her with Simplicity N6554. Either the dress or the jumpsuit, but I think possibly the jumpsuit is what might catch her attention. I have seen her actually in a similar looking jumpsuit. Was it the what is it? It's one that everyone made, and I have not, does it start with S? Anyway, I'm not sure. It seems to be a similar sort of jumpsuit to this one, but I just think that this looks exactly Cara in a nice fun knit fabric. Again, classic sort of wrap lines, comes into a waist. There's a drawstring there, probably elastic. And the dress, I like the dress too, with the big slits up the side. It's kind of very retro 80s, 70s, 80s kind of styling, which I really like. And you can have that dress above the knee or below the knee. My feeling is Cara would want that sort of a long dress. And the jumpsuit, like I say, I just think that is the go for her, with the nice grown on sleeve. And if I could make any item for Cara, that's what I would make her. The next pairing I have is Liz from The Baker That Sews. Liz has a beautiful channel where it's just a riot of colour and detail. Liz is the most lovely, beautiful person, and I really enjoy watching her channel. I think she puts videos out twice a week generally, and the item that I paired up with her is the Atelier Scammit Eugene dress, or Eugenie perhaps. It's got a nice little wrap just in the front here. It's not a proper wrap where you wrap it over and tie it up, but it's got a nice little crossover here on a bodice. There's sleeve options, there's length options, and tears. She likes a good tears on her dress. And there was a particular dress she made out of gingham. Was it a Marnie? I think it was the Tilly and the Buttons Marnie, new Marnie dress that she made with lots of different coloured tiers of gingham. And so I think this also gives an opportunity for fantastic colour blocking, fabric blocking, and pattern clashing. And I just think this is just so cute. I can see her in this either a bit more close fitting, or a bit looser, as in this mustardy coloured. Perhaps it's made in a double gauze one that hopefully I'm putting a picture up of now. It's sort of a bit looser and floatier. I think you can make this into whatever length you want, whether it's to be worn with pants or as a dress, you know, either a knee length or a long length dress as well. I just think this is so cute, and I think it's a perfect match for Liz, the baker that sews. And the last YouTuber pattern match I have is Kath from Kath Craft. Kath is also in England. So what I've paired with her is the Seamwork Tailor wrap dress. I think this is absolutely gorgeous, this dress. I love the seam lines, princess lines that run down the front and down the back. I love that it's nice and close fitting, not too buffy in the skirt. I think Kath would look amazing in this dress. I think this dress is beautiful and amazing. And I would love to see her in this, love to see her make this. So again, as I said, I don't know these YouTubers myself. I've only ever commented on their channels, except Kristen. And so, you know, they're not going to be watching this, I'm sure. And I mean, who am I to say what would look nice on them and what I think that they might like? But when I started thinking about this wrap challenge and how I might sort of inspire you guys with images of wrap dresses and pants and jackets, I just thought this might be a really fun way of putting together a whole bunch of patterns for your inspiration and making it fun by mixing it with my favorite YouTubers. So I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe to the hashtag over on Instagram. Make sure you sign up for that and post your makes over on Instagram with the hashtag SewWrapped. Tag Gabrielle from the Cloth Edit, tag Kristen from the Dahlia Sewciety. Thank you for spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed that little video. I had a lot of fun putting it together. And if you haven't already subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you did that, and hit the notification bell so that you know that when I put my next video out, you will know that it's there, and so that YouTube will sort of send my video out further into YouTube land. You know, I would really appreciate that. Thank you very much. So anyway, that is me for now, and I will see you again soon. I will probably do another sew wrapped video where I show you what patterns I'm thinking about making for myself. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.